Again, one of them is the next Martin Garrix.
'Cause we just living like it's all beneath us, drowning in the feeling, can't help but take it farther. I'm breathing underwater.
Very busy day. On my way to record something, just really quick in the studio of Justus. Walking fast. It's freezing cold here in Germany. Just arrived at my studio, listening to demos, and I got one demo that is very special. Someone sent me a track and a message, and it's like, this is the best song ever created. I'm the next Martin Garrix. This should be #1 in the charts. And again, I'm the next Martin Garrix. It's kind of funny. I was very curious. I listened to it, and I would love to present it to you. It is, because I don't want to call out the person. I will play you the 7 best songs I found among all of the demos, and you can guess which one of them thinks he's the next Martin Garrix. And on top of that, the best song out of all of the songs you'll hear in a second will actually get a prize. We'll get an official release with Wiseband, which is like a distributor where everyone can submit their song to, get an official release. And on top of that, they actually help artists also to pitch it to Spotify, which basically no other distributor does. And you can also take care of merch and some other stuff. So that's like the main prize. And additionally, we actually got a donation. The winner will receive $50 on top, provided by a subscriber. His artist name is Hakato. He's very generous. He just wants to help out young people starting making music. So let's start listening to these songs. Again, one of them is the next Martin Garrix. Good vocal cuts, drum roll, riser. Good, solid production, mixing is fine, nothing to complain about. Call, response, keeps it interesting on the drop. I really love the cover, nice design, looks very modern, like what it's supposed to look like at the moment. This could be instantly a release. Like, I think that's something, if you're starting out making music and you get to that level, you should definitely send it out to some labels. That's a good, solid club track. Sure, there are some things you could improve, mixing, refining, but that's experience. That's something you will learn over time. Next up, by Mark Blue, Let the Rhythm Take Control. Oh yeah, good rolls, filter. Ooh. Heavy and strong. I like that sit. Not bad, not bad. I think here the mixing could improve a little, like some of the sounds, like in the drums, kick and stuff, maybe, but still very solid, very good. Sounds like a finished track, something that could also potentially be a release, but let me know what you think, if that's something that should be out there. I think in a club, this would definitely work. Well, let's see what the next one has to offer. Flanger, an unreleased, unsigned song by Cliotics. Okay. A lot of filtering. It's not bad. There's a lot of technically good stuff and the person knows how to produce music, but I think it's already at a point where it's like exaggerated. Like everything is too much, like mixing wise, compression wise, limiting wise. It's so on the edge that I would say it's already starting to destroy itself. So maybe back off a little on like squishing everything, and it would be definitely a better song. In general, the build-up is interesting, but I think it's like, it's not building up to the right point. Like the first beat of the drop. It's like filtering a little too much. It's almost silent. This might work in a club where it's really full and everyone is clapping, screaming, and there's a lot happening. But then building up to the drop, it's like there's not enough like suspension. It's just like all of a sudden here's the drop. So I think those are the two main points that I think should be improved right here. Let's check out the next one called Sunset Journey by Stangen, however you pronounce his name. He looks very friendly. The cover, cool, has a pineapple. Who doesn't love pineapples? Now let's listen to it. Very chilled. Yeah. Dreamy, chilled vibe. Guitar. I like the vibe, but it's hard to nail like the spot where something is chilled but not boring. And I think here chilled, yes, but it's starting to be a little boring if you listen to the entire song. So I would love to see a little more like change in the song, things changing. A vocal could definitely help to carry this entire track along, but if you intend it as an instrumental, there needs to happen a lot more. Or maybe since the guitar is then the main element, make it more interesting. Play a guitar riff that carries the entire song, which is really hard to do, but you could layer it with a synth, automate it, have like little breaks in between, more ear candy, that kind of stuff. Yeah, congrats to Jay Liam, Red Gallardo. Good song. Like, everything is there. Mixing is alright. Elements, not too many, not too little. Vocal sounds cool. It's 100% slap bass, like slap house, which is very, very, like, everyone is doing it right now. And it actually works, I think, so far. I think this one is like the most advanced to actually be released. But let's see what else we got here. The next song's called Earthquake, so that must be a banger by Carkill.
One brutal earthquake.
Ooh. I love the synth sound. Very interesting, very deep, very dark stuff I absolutely love. It's a little different, but still okay to good. I think I'm not like that sure about the drum samples necessarily, and some elements are still too loud, some too quiet, but in general, this is interesting. I think just like working on it like another day to like squeeze out a little more. And this could be an interesting song actually, because it doesn't sound like everything else, and I like the synth elements. Like, good, solid. Yeah. Good. I have to be honest, I heard this kind of style way too many times. I think since the main synthesizer is like the main element, it needs to convince a little more. It's good, it's solid, but if it's like the thing that carries the entire track, it needs to be more interesting. So maybe layering it every once in a while with certain other elements that maybe even play the same melody, have maybe a counter melody in between or some call and response could help to improve and make the drop more interesting. But yeah, like still, it's like on the right path. Just like maybe a couple more hours adding stuff and trying to improve the mixing a little, and you're there. Next up, by Gaios, Ain't Over. Oh, I like the vocal. It's shortened in a nice way. good idea. Like I was expecting something housey from how the build-up evolved. It's ravey, it's cool, electro house, maybe like a new school way of electro house. It's good. I like the sounds in it. I'm just not sure about the drum samples. I would just try and find another kick. It doesn't convince me. It doesn't sound that cool. It sounds a little too old school and not refined enough. It's like not hitting the right frequencies. And also snare clap sticks out a little. So just go through a couple of drum samples. I know it's annoying. It takes a whole lot of time and it's just searching. It's not creative. But once you found like the magic combination of kick, snare, clap, the hi-hats, like everything will just simply work. All in all, very solid, good tracks. I personally don't know if there's like the next Martin Garrix among them. Let me know. Next up, music making. That's why I'm here. And I will re-listen and like check those songs again and actually pick a winner.
I want you now, don't let me down. I'm falling in, so help me out. I want you now, don't let me down.
All done making music. I really need to hurry up. Like whenever I'm here making music in this studio, I lose entirely track of time. It's late. It's really late. It's almost midnight. And I got that conflict again. Should I actually stay here? There's almost no point going back home. And the winner is Jay Liam with his Slap House song. I think it's the most polished, the most ready, the one that should be released. So congrats on winning a release on Wiseband. 100% of whatever the song makes on Spotify and all other platforms is yours. On top of that, the $50. On top of that, I'll throw in a free mastering by me if you're interested. And if you're also interested to release your song and get some Spotify pitching and some playlists and promotion, I'll link it down below. Just go check it out. On top of that, I'll also add the song once it's released to all of my Spotify playlists and repost it on SoundCloud just to give it that initial push. If you're interested to listen to all of the tracks that I picked today, they will be also linked down below in the description. And I think that's it. If you want to win, if you think your song is better than all of these, if you think you're the next Martin Garrix, really, then just submit your song. I'll listen to it, pick a couple of them for the next episode in a couple of weeks.
'Cause we just living like it's all beneath